Okay, so I want to briefly discuss a case that does a good job of highlighting the main disadvantage of the sole proprietorship, and that is unlimited personal liability. All right, so we're in chapter 14, and we're going to discuss quality car and truck leasing versus Sark. All right. Um, and so this is the Intermediate Appellate Court of Appeals in the state of Ohio, right, for the 4th District. Um, well, what's going on in this case? So Michael Sark is the owner in as a sole proprietor of a logging business. All right. And they were able to secure financing. They borrowed some money to purchase some equipment. I think they purchased vehicles. And business was not going well. All right. And Sark is unable to make the loan payments on his outstanding debt. All right. So essentially, they realize that they're going to be sued. The Sark family does. Michael and his wife Paula. And they understand apparently that their home and virtually everything they own could be attached to satisfy the judgment. They owe $150,000, $150,481.85. All right. Now, in anticipation of an adverse judgment, because debt judgments are often very anticlimactic. All the judge will do is verify that the debt is valid, and then typically make a ruling. Right? There's not much drama in these cases, so they do in fact lose the case. But prior to doing so, they took the opportunity to transfer their house, which was valued at around $200,000, to their son for the grand total of $1 in compensation. All right. And they didn't move out of the house. All right. So so what the creditors are doing, quality lending or quality leasing, what they're trying to do is have the house transfer set aside as a fraudulent transfer, right? And some indication of that is that the transfer price of $1 seems to be a red flag, and also the fact that after the transfer they didn't move out of the house, so they continued to live in it. And so the trial court granted summary judgment, basically treating it as a fraudulent conveyance, which means giving it no legal effect, right? Because that's a big deal here, because if the Sarks own the house, well, Quality Leasing can ask the sheriff to foreclose on the property and then sell it to collect their judgment, their $150,000 owed. If the son owns the house, well, then Quality Leasing wouldn't be able to touch it. All right. And this is so the court does find that the transfer was fraudulent, which means the Sarks essentially are going to lose their home. All right. And that is the illustration of the main drawback of a sole proprietorship gone bad. With every transaction, a sole proprietor puts everything they own, literally everything they own, at risk. And this is an example of that going bad. Okay, so that's what I wanted to discuss about that case.